The snake featured in this training video is our one and only boa, as in snake from the genus Boa. Nebula is a male leopard boa who was produced by Vin Russo, and he was born on July 24th, 2019, so he's not 2 years old yet. He's a leopard boa, which is a Boa Sigma Boa Imperator cross. Nebula is doing an excellent job of targeting out of his enclosure. So I'm using the target here to shift Nebula out of his primary habitat and position him on this station, which is a perch for giant birds. It works really well for snakes, especially semi-arboreal snakes that are comfortable climbing and wrapping their bodies or coiling around things. He followed the target just as he was supposed to. He oriented towards it. He paused for a few seconds when I stopped the target, and then I delivered his reinforcer. Now he is completely out of his primary enclosure and he's on this station, which is exactly what I wanted, because now I'm able to push this station out of the way with him on it and completely do a total enclosure clean out, so that when he's all finished eating and I'm ready to shift him back in, he's going into a clean enclosure with all new bedding, new water, a new humid hide, and everything's nice and clean for him. He's doing a really nice job shifting back into his primary habitat. It always seems to take them a little bit longer to shift back into their enclosure than it does for them to shift out. Part of that is that it is very reinforcing to be out and have a little freedom, and part of it is because now he's got a full stomach and it's just a little bit more difficult for him to move. He gets a little bit excited here and strikes at the target, which is not what we want him to do. So I station the target near one of his rocks and I hold it still, and I just wait for him to pause there for several seconds without striking, and then I deliver his reinforcement, because that's the behavior that we want him to repeat in the future, is orienting towards the target and pausing there without striking in order to earn his reinforcement. I help him get the rest of his body back in, which does start to desensitize him a little bit to touch and being touched, even though he's eating, and it helps build resiliency. Now he is safe and secure back inside his black box cage's enclosure, which has a ledge running all along the back wall, a large log, several PVC perches, a sky hide, ground hides, water bowl big enough to swim in, deep substrate, real rocks, and a humid hide, as well as a ceramic heat emitter and a UVB light bar.